Have you ever brought a plant home from the plant store only to have it wither and die in the first couple of weeks? I know I have, and that's a real disappointment. Today's video is going to be about getting the right plant for the right place, and we're going to talk about the keys to success. So the keys to success, we're going to cover 5 different topics. One is the lighting that you have available in your home, and that's probably the most important. 2, know yourself in terms of how you care for your plants. Are you a helicopter parent, or are you neglectful, or maybe just a little more hands-off? Temperature and humidity are also important, and we want to consider size and shape of the plant for the space and how big the plant will get. And finally, if you have small ones at home or pets, is the plant toxic? These are the things we're going to cover next. So let's start with lighting. Lighting is probably the single most important factor to determine what type of plant you're going to put in what part of your house or office. Bright direct light would be a south-facing or west-facing window. Bright indirect would be perhaps the same location, but several feet back from the window. Medium light could be an eastern exposure, and low light or ambient light would be more towards the center of a room away from light where it just has the ambient light available. By knowing where you wish to place your plant will dictate what plants would be good fits for your environment. After lighting, the next thing to think about is what's your style of plant care? Are you a forgetful waterer? Are you a helicopter parent? Are you constantly wanting to give little sips of water? Are you busy traveling? In which case, you may need low maintenance plants. So it's important to be honest with yourself about the care that you're willing to give a plant and tailoring that plant to the way you would take care of it. That is going to help go a long way in making sure you're successful. Now let's talk about temperature and humidity in your home. Plants tolerate temperatures much like we do, and what's comfortable for us is often comfortable for a house plant. I would say, however, that some plants tolerate much cooler temperatures than you might find comfortable, even down into the 50s. Perhaps more importantly is humidity, and especially in the winter, our homes here tend to be very dry, and you may need to increase humidity for the plant to really thrive. And you can do that several ways: a humidifier, misting, or using a pebble tray. But keep in mind, all houseplants don't want to be near drafts or sudden temperature changes, and that includes doors, windows, fireplaces, heat vents, places you wouldn't want to hang out either. So if it's uncomfortable for you, it's likely uncomfortable for your houseplant. You want to keep in mind the space that you're going to be installing the plant in. Is it a small spot? Then clearly you want a small plant. If you have a big open area, you can splurge and go ahead and get yourself a big statement piece, which would be really fascinating and the envy of all your friends. Now, if you're putting something just up on a shelf or maybe hanging from the corner, trailing plants are perfect for that. Hanging baskets or something that just drapes nicely off a shelf. Think about the space and the plant that's going to fit in that space in order to make it happy and you happy. And the last of the topics I want to cover is toxicity. Some houseplants are toxic, so you keep that in mind when purchasing one, especially if you have children or pets that may be curious at home. So the next time you're out purchasing a plant for your home or office, keep those 5 things in mind. Also, be sure to ask a Heinz Brothers professional for help if you need any assistance whatsoever. And finally, be sure to check any plant that you're bringing home to make sure that it's in optimal health. Keeping in mind, right plant in the right place will greatly increase your odds of success in keeping that plant alive. Now, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and check back in the future. And by the way, let us know what your favorite houseplant is down in the comments. Look forward to hearing from you.